Hey guys, how's it going? Swazers here. Hope everyone is well. It is, what day is it today? Is it Sunday or Saturday? It's Sunday, the 25th of August 2024. The markets are closed. The cryptocurrency markets are live. We're going to do a podcast on Rivian, right? And we're going to look at the stock is at a very, very interesting juncture and a key level. And I honestly believe that retail investors have a right to know about these levels, right? And how I'm working them out. I'm going to do a live chart drawing session on the stock as well. And then I'm going to go through one of our TriFusionAI reports on the financial gearing of the company. As always, guys, this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. There's no financial advice. Please seek professional, accredited advice for any sort of financial scenarios, okay? This is simply entertainment and education. All right, cheers, guys. Oh, and by the way, I'll put links. I did some. I'm getting more into American tickers and American stocks. Predominantly, I've existed. Swazers Charts has existed in the FTSE and the London markets for the past 4.5 years or so, 4 and a bit years. But now, shout out to Bob Smith, my co-developer of TriFusionAI, beta-tested 7.0 iteration artificial intelligence market tool. Amazing what we are doing with this tool right now. Amazing. Even though I say so myself. Speaking of our AI tool, it selected some interesting stocks for us to look at last week on the 19th. So I got round to charting them yesterday. And PTON, ZM, CCL, TPR, BBWI, GPRK. Did a podcast, did some charts, dropped some charts with some ideas. Let's hope they move in accordance to those ideas. And timestamps for this video will be in the description box, and chapters and timestamps and links to my other videos. Shout out to FUBO TV for fabulous movement. I did a prediction on that stock on the 9th of August, for anyone that doesn't know, and called it with absolute amazing success. There's a podcast there from the 9th, and then subsequently some follow-up podcasts. Never even knew about the court case at the time. It was the power of the charts and the power of the fundamentals that made us look at it, chart it out, do a podcast, do a prediction. And I also did a phenomenal prediction with Tesla a couple of months ago as well, based off my system of technical analysis, which is retroactive back testing with forward channel projection methodologies, right? Let's jump to Rivian, right? And I'll tell you why. Let me tell you the story very briefly, all right? 20 seconds or less. It was being pumped a couple of months ago by a large spread betting organisation in the United Kingdom, like a brokerage, right? And it got my attention to why it was being pumped at these key levels. This is a naked chart of Rivian, by the way. We're looking at the daily chart. Every candle is a day of trade, and it was being pumped, and it got my attention to why it was being pumped. So we did a bit of TA, and then we did a TriFusionAI report, which is this document here, and this is courtesy of our artificial intelligence. And I'm going to go through some of these numbers on the report, because this company, I believe, it is approaching. Oh, and by the way, sorry for digressing. I was very sorry to hear that there was a fire at one of the factories for Rivian. So I hope that no one was injured in the fire. That's absolutely awful. Shout out to Top Rank Capital, by the way, for letting us know about this. So huge loss of electric vehicles after fire broke out at the Rivian plant in Normal. Is it Illinois? So really sorry to hear about that, and there's definitely hope there's no loss of any sort of life or anyone injured or hurt. Our thoughts are with you. It's awful, absolutely awful. Right, let's jump back to the charts and let's look at these historical levels from a technical analytical perspective. Right, what's Rivian doing? Right, since 2022, right? Well, before the huge sell-off, of course, right? We've got a stabilization process from 2022, right? Like early summer, late spring 2022, right? this stock is still in a downtrend. It's still in a macro downtrend, and let me show you why. So what we're going to do, we're just going to do some live chart drawing here. So we're going to look for this touch dominant trend line, but price is approaching with Rivian. And by the way, it closed $13.96. Good day last Friday, 8.98% up. Volume's 39.767 million in volume. Good day. Bullish activity, you would think, right? However, approaching key level on the charts, a key level, a critical juncture, you could say, right? So let's have a look. Let's just try and draw this trend line as accurately as possible according to my system. So we're looking to decode the macro, which is the big picture. We want to see the macro trend. So let's just, what we'll do, we've drawn that macro trend now, right? So what we'll do is we'll clone this trend line, we'll put it to the swing low underneath, according to how I draw channels, all right? So it won't go to this swing low. Price will go, the candle will go to the swing low here, this swing low here from March 2023. The reason being is the emanation of this particular idea for the macro trend line started pretty much August, September 2022. So 2 years, right? Coming up to 2 years. Right. Okay. If we look historically with Rivian, right, every time price has encountered this macro level, it has been resisted and rejected. I mean, look at the rejection that the market had, right? When we go back to September 2022, price was tracking at over $40.41 a share. Imagine being in that move. Imagine buying last time. I mean, the thing is, right, look at the EMAs, right? The EMAs were looking, right, interesting, okay, for convergence and then subsequent divergence. But look, at key points, the EMAs, it was tracking like it was trying to recover. But, you know, the market loves to trick and trap, does it not? Price went all the way down and then tested within literally a few months, okay, $15.53. You would have been absolutely devastated if you would have been in, let alone being in at these previous swing highs. But say you're in at these levels, you would have been taken out. It's no coincidence that the market makers, right, short this stock within an inch of its life. Look at the short. Look at the long squeeze on that. These are long squeezes, guys. Right? These moves are designed to act so fast, selling this stock off and so aggressively that you wouldn't even, as an investor, have a chance to get out. Boom, came down, and then we've had up moves. But every time again, we had this other subsequent swing high, July 2023 last year. Price never quite touched the upper swing high, but rejected. Tried to come up to it again, rejected. And then last winter, December 2023, price again tried to test this upper macro level trend line with Rivian at $25 a share, rejected. Came back down. And then we can see the old classic of the gap down level, right? So price gapped. February 2024 of this year, price gap down, right? That's you wake up, don't you? You open the markets, you open your phone, you look at what price, and you go, what the heck happened there? Price gap down from $15.42 to touching $10.40 intraday on the 26th of Feb, right? Is that right? 23rd of Feb, 2024. Consolidated for a while, consolidated. Then price started coming up. And then recently, price started to try and test this level again. We had that, look at this market maker trap move here, right? So Wednesday the 26th, that intraday candle would have been green at one point, right? We had 261.98 million in volume on that day, right? Can you imagine how many buyers would have been jumping in at that level, right? Thinking that it was, going to go to the moon and break out. Look at the state of that bullish activity over the 200 EMA, right? It closed just over the 200 EMA, but then subsequently sold off a little bit, then found support, then came back. But look at the way that the market created this this candle that looks like it's got intention to break out. 12th of July 2024, 97.34 million in volume. Didn't break out, touched this historical 2-year downtrend, sold off again. Now, why am I telling you all this? I'm telling you all this, guys, right, because this is important, right? I hope that Rivian, right, breaks out soon, tests this key level and breaks out and goes to the moon and starts to recover, okay, as an organization, increases its market capitalization and returns investment to the holders of this stock, right? I really hope it does. I am 100% behind economic growth, definitely. However, it's my job as a technical analyst, and not financial advice, of course, do your own research, but to offer my opinion for entertainment and education on why we're at a key level. Now, let's just compartmentalize the action. There will be timestamps in this video. We're doing a deep dive into the TA. Then we're going to jump in to some financial numbers with the company on the back end. Right. Look where we're at. We've got a head and shoulders reversal. I'm going to decode this head and shoulders reversal on the daily, and I'm going to let you guys know a key level that you need to know moving forward with Rivian that you need to know. And what we're looking to do, right, with technical analysis, guys, right, like anything, is we're trying to decode the moves of the market makers, institutions, banks, funds, high net individuals, conglomerations, groups that have a play in moving the markets, right? And that's what we're trying to decode with our system of technical analysis. Look, this candle on Wednesday the 26th, right, formed the left shoulder of this head and shoulders reversal. Then this group of candles between Friday the 12th of July and 17th of July 2024 formed the head of this reversal pattern. It became activated, right? And let me explain what I'm talking about, right? For anyone that thinks, what the hell is Swazers going on about? What the heck is Swazers going on about? Right. A head and shoulders reversal pattern, right, in terms of technical analysis, is exactly that. It's a bearish pattern that the markets form over and over again. A lot of the times these patterns are formed at key levels, and we can see that it's not coincidental, in my opinion, that this reversal pattern is formed at this 2-year macro level of resistance on the charts. In fact, the head was actually formed when the SP, the spot price, encountered the upper structural resistance of that trend line, okay? So look, it became activated when the right shoulder formed and closed below a key level, guys. The key level exactly, I've got it wrong. Let's talk about exact levels here, guys, right? Okay, exact level. Let's just have a quick look. We need to go to the body of the candle, not the close of the candle, right? There you go. Let's just check that level. Right. $16.34 is a number to remember, all right? This is very important if you're an investor or you're thinking about making a move or whatever, right? Or you got any interest in this stock. Remember that number, $16.34. It's a critical number. Right. When the right shoulder formed, okay, which not so long ago, guys, the 1st of August 2024, and closed below $16.34, which it did. In fact, it was activated, it was activated a little bit sooner. But look, for the sake of argument, let's look at this candle here. This is the daddy candle that activated the right shoulder. So we've got a level of $16.34. Subsequently, guys, we can see we had a little bit of like gapping down. Price came back, consolidated. We've got a sort of convergence patterns of key EMAs forming. The market gave us a lovely candle. We can see that it closed over the 100 EMA. But look, let's interrogate these candles closely, right? Let's interrogate them and look at market close when it gave us that lovely bullish candle and that lovely 8.98%. Thank you, market, for that. We really appreciate it. Look, that EMA, right, that candle, right, there is a bullish candle. There's no doubt, okay? And then we're looking that it closed over the 100. But right above it, price could not close over the 21 in gold. the 50 in green, or the 200 in red. Look, so we've got price action right underneath the other subset of critical EMAs. Now, this is what I'm going to say. Be really, really careful going long at resistance levels. We don't know until it occurs how the market is going to react to this level. All we can look at is historically, price has been rejected for the past 2 years when Rivian has encountered this macro level of resistance. Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I really hope it breaks out. I really do. I hope price gets over this key level. But look, we've got a level here of $16.34. Right, in my opinion, it is no coincidence whatsoever that the market makers are esoterically showing us a key level to be aware of. When I say esoteric, there aren't that many people really that can decode technical analysis and understand it in its true context. History will actually judge me on these statements, of course, but we are trying to decode the market makers. So we got $16.34. We need price. We need the bulls to come in and significantly close over that level with intention and bullish breakout momentum. That's what we need. That's what it's going to take to defeat this macro historical 2-year downtrend, in my opinion, right? Not financial advice. I want to make people aware. Now, when I see spread bet organizations, right, and I'm not mentioning no names, a couple of those individuals, well, let's just say their financial analysts, 1 or 2 of them follow Swazers charts. That's all I'm saying, right? They follow me. How flattering, and thank you very much. They follow me. Maybe they take interest in what I'm saying. Maybe they don't. I have no idea. Look, there's a gap level, right? Look, when you look at gap levels as well, you see this gap level that we were talking about earlier on, right, with Rivian, right? The market made this gap down level, started on 21st of February. Look at the way that has played an important role in forming this resistance level of word price, because that is a resistance level until the market can handle it. Markets love to go back to gap levels, but what I'm saying is, right, this is the issue, in my opinion, right, with binary plays like this. This is a binary play. Let me extrapolate that last sentence. It's a binary play because you're either going to have the market go back up, close over $16.34 and break out, or it's not. And personally speaking, I'm not really into binary plays because it breaks it down to a 50-50, like it's casino play, right? 50-50. I mean, believe me, you can get worse odds than 50-50, right? But 50-50 is a binary. It's red or black. It's yes or no. It's win or lose, right? That's all I'm trying to say. Are there patterns that are forming, right? Is there a potential pattern that is forming that could break out? Of course there is. There's also, right, guys, there's a larger asymmetrical macro descending downtrend channel that I'm going to draw in. We're doing a deep dive into the TA and next we're going to look at the financial gearing of this company, right? And try and understand why there is perceived weakness or there's been resistance levels on the charts going back a couple of years with this organization. Right, here we go. So what we'll do, we'll draw this asymmetrical descending macro downtrend channel. We'll draw it like this. All right. Okay. It kind of like, it works in symbiosis. It works with the macro downtrend channel and these key levels of resistance. I mean, I specialize in trend reversals, my system of technical analysis, and anyone that follows me on X will know that I've called a lot of trend reversals, but forgive me, right? This is my opinion. I would rather personally, if I was investing, guys, right? This is not financial advice, this is just my opinion. And I'm sorry for making that caveat constantly, but I have to. Hypothetically, if I was investing, right, I would rather personally, if I was a long-term investor, I would rather get in at a slightly higher level, you never know anything in the markets, but having strong confirmation that the trend is reversed, rather than punting a binary play at key level of macro resistance, right? And then, price falling off again to lower lows. That's all I'm saying. Now, look, when I've drawn in the asymmetrical descending triangle, guys, we can see where we can literally see where price has encountered resistance and support going on this move for the last couple of years. There is nothing random about the way a chart moves. That's all I'm saying. Now, what I'll do is I'll pin my charting ideas. I'll put the link in the description box of this YouTube video, guys, so you can have all my ideas. There's no charge for my ideas whatsoever. I need to do a fresh TriFusionAI report because the old one is based on some ideas that are a little bit out of touch now because they're a couple of months old. But let's jump to our TriFusionAI report, which is deep dive financial gearing and stuff like that. We won't do page 1 because it's kind of like outdated by a couple of months, and I like to be on point, right? But shout out to Bob, my co-developer. He's enjoying a holiday with his family this weekend, and I'm certainly not going to bother Bob with any work-related stuff. I just want Bob to rest. I don't have a life, so that's why I'm making podcasts. Right, guys, page 2, fundamental analysis, Rivian, latest news. And bearing in mind, guys, 27th of June, this was generated by our AI, TriFusionAI. Okay, market updates. Rivian Automotive has been gaining attention due to its innovative electric vehicles and strategic partnerships. Financial overview, annual report. Rivian's latest financial report shows substantial expenditures on research and development and expansion activities. Company announcements. The company has announced new developments in their vehicle lineup and expansion plans to manufacturing facilities. Recent financial performance. Financial highlights. EPS negative, indicating ongoing operational losses typical for development stage companies. Market cap, reflective of a large cap company with significant growth potential but high volatility. Debt, managed debt levels but with significant need for continued financing to sustain development activities. Cash burn report. Current scenario, cash outflow high due to intensive R&D and expansion activities. Net financial debt moderate but under control due to recent financing efforts. Cash position 4.5 billion in cash as of the last report. Monthly burn rate estimated at 0.3 billion a month, considering research and development and operational expenses. Pessimistic view, assumptions, delays in obtaining results, increased operational inefficiencies, and additional unforeseen costs. Cash outflow could increase to 0.4 billion a month, leading to cash depletion within 10 to 11 months. Mitigation, potential need for further debt or equity financing to sustain operations. Optimistic view, assumptions, successful research and development results, strategic partnerships, and improved market conditions. Cash outflow could stabilize at 0.25 billion a month. Sustainability, cash reserves could last up to 18 months, providing more time to achieve positive results. We've got our scenarios of current pessimistic and optimistic, the cash burn duration, and the red, amber, green status. Right, we'll ignore the trading strategies, guys. That is what we are trying to teach our AI at the minute. It's not financial advice. It's based off information from the 27th of June. So we'll just cut past them. Let's go into section 4, page 3 of the deep dive fundamental analysis, financial ratios and analysis. And this is obviously from the data that we had up until the 27th of June. Financial ratios analysis. Sorry, I'm repeating myself. I do that a lot. Liquidity ratios. Current ratio is 3.0. And by the way, guys, right, these intricate financial gearings, like if you wanted to get your hands on this sort of stuff and this data, I'm telling you guys, it's high-end financial wealth management companies and high-end accountancy practices. We've programmed our TriFusionAI with its unique GPT neural net. Bob Smith is a genius in economics and financial systems, AI systems. I can't really start talking about what the guy does in real life, but the guy oversees like mammoth financial projects. He knows what he's talking about. He's an expert and PhD, and I'll tell you, we've been putting a lot of work into this to try and get the kind of data that would be usually cost prohibitive to your average retail investor in the terms of this kind of info on the back end, $2,000 minimum. So we've got the, so anyway, sorry for digressing, guys. Just wanted to shout out to Bob for his amazing work in developing this beta testing market tool. So quick ratios 2.5, reflecting the company's ability to meet short-term obligations without relying on inventory. Profitability ratios, gross margin 25%. That's indicating healthy profit margins on the core business operations. The net profit margin is minus 20%. That's reflecting ongoing operational losses. We move on to the leverage ratios. Debt to equity ratio is 0.6. That's indicating moderate leverage with a balance between debt and equity. The interest coverage ratio is 2.8, showing the company's ability to cover interest expenses with operating income. Efficiency ratios, asset turnover ratio is 1, indicating efficient use of assets to generate revenue. Inventory turnover ratio is 4, reflecting efficient inventory management. Conclusion. And we've got a quote by the great Benjamin Franklin: an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Rivian, and the conclusion is Rivian Automotive Incorporation, RIVN, represents a promising outlook with potential for significant growth, but also notable risks. The presence of a potential cup and handle pattern and other technical indicators suggest caution. By the way, it saw the cup and handle continuation forming before it even formed, because this is from the 27th of June. Amazing stuff. And the AI saw that because we've programmed it with over 100 books and training courses on technical analysis, as well as my own. Anyway, given the moderate risk assessment, investors should choose a strategy based on their risk tolerance and investment horizons and closely monitor ongoing developments. TriFusionAI, copyright 2024, Bob Smith and John Swarbrick. I'm John, by the way. Hello! Disclaimer, this report is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Consult a financial professional before making any investment decisions. Errors and omissions may be present. Right, so basically, guys, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to like do like a podcast where we were trying to look at the trifactor of elements that do influence the machinations of movement in the markets, right? And we've done it with the technicals, the financials, and the fundamentals for Rivian today. Please give us a like or a follow or a retweet or a reshare or a subscription on YouTube. I'll put all the links once I've edited this video and the chapters to the different sections of this video in the YouTube video. I really appreciate it. I hope everyone's having a restful weekend. I hope everyone is healthy and happy and enjoying times with the family, because that's all that matters at the end of the day, right? This is just like financial stuff. And it's interesting, don't get me wrong, but it's not the be-all and end-all, right? I'm going to leave links for my technical analysis perspective and where key levels, I believe key levels are in the charts. Okay, look, at the end of the day, right, I hope price does break out, and I hope it doesn't get resisted and sell off to lower lows. I really hope it does. Because if you can get in these moves at the right kind of number, at the right levels, right, and then price moves back up, you're obviously onto a winner, right? But I just wanted to give an honest podcast, try and cut out the ram, try and give the good, the bad, the ugly, and try and be as objective as a human being can be. Shout out to everyone. Chat to you soon. and enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks, guys.